Introduced in 1979 and produced for 14 years, the third-generation Mustang is often considered the car that saved the nameplate. While not as powerful as the iconic first-generation Pony, the Fox Body Mustang offered an excellent combination of performance and design, as well as special editions that many car enthusiasts still crave. Today, these Mustangs are not only a source of pride for classic car lovers, but also great bargains on the auction market. Let's explore 10 impressive Fox Body Mustangs you can't miss. Number 10. Ford Mustang Cobra, 1979. In the late 1960s, the name Cobra became associated with the Cobra jet engine, and by 1993, the Fox Body Mustang was bolstered by the Cobra version. However, the Cobra badge actually made its return in 1976 as the Cobra II exterior package and continued until 1978 before being renamed King Cobra. When the third-generation Mustang was introduced in 1979, the Cobra returned as a special edition with a bold design, but not as powerful. The blacked-out grille and trim, double stripes, and Cobra decals on the doors made the car look aggressive, even though the engine only produced 131 horsepower with the 140 CI turbocharged four-cylinder and 139 horsepower from the 302 CI V8, allowing it to reach 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.3 seconds with a top speed of 120 miles per hour. While considered the best-looking version, the Cobra didn't succeed in sales, with only 17,579 units sold in 1979. Nevertheless, the car remains popular and is one of the rarest versions of the Mustang, especially the Pace Car Edition. Production continued in 1981 with minor updates like a rear spoiler and redesigned front bumper, but sales dropped significantly to just 1,821 units in 1981. The Cobra name was officially retired in 1982 when Ford reintroduced the GT. Number 9. Ford Mustang SVT Cobra R, 1993. The 1993 Cobra R was a special edition Mustang designed to conquer the track, with significant weight reductions and enhanced performance. Although the 4.9-liter V8 engine didn't offer more power than the standard Cobra, the Cobra R was lighter by 450 pounds, thanks to the removal of many comfort features like air conditioning, rear seats, and floor mats. With a stiffer suspension, shocks, and Kelsey Hayes ventilated brakes, the Cobra R provided excellent handling. Its unique oil cooler and radiator system ensured stable performance in harsh conditions. Despite not having more horsepower, the Cobra R could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds, with a top speed of 140 miles per hour. Produced in just 107 units with a striking red paint, the Cobra R became one of the rarest and most sought-after Fox Body Mustangs, with some participating in racing events. Number 8. Ford Mustang SAAC Mk1 1992. With a perfect blend of power and refined design, the SAAC Mk1 is one of the rarest and most powerful Fox Body Mustangs ever built. Constructed by the Shelby American Automobile Club with approval from Carroll Shelby, the car featured an upgraded 4.9-liter V8 engine, producing 295 horsepower, 70 more than the 1992 Mustang GT. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.2 seconds, with a top speed of 156 miles per hour, making the SAAC Mk1 a highly desirable sports car. The car was fitted with an improved suspension and four-wheel disc brakes, delivering superior handling. Its exterior stood out with striking green stripes, fiberglass side skirts, and air ducts replacing the fog lights, giving it a distinctly sporty appearance. Priced at $40,000 with only 62 units produced, the SAAC Mk1 became one of the rarest and most expensive Mustang models. Number 7. Saleen SSC 1989. In 1989, marking the 25th anniversary of the Mustang, Saleen introduced the SSC, a powerful and unique version of the Fox Body Mustang. equipped with adjustable shock absorbers, 3-position anti-roll bars, and Quadra shock suspension. The SSC offered an outstanding driving experience and stability on all roads. The SSC's aerodynamic design featured a unique body kit, including a front air dam, side skirts, and rear spoiler. With significant improvements like a larger throttle body, upgraded intake, vented cylinder heads, and dual exhaust system, the SSC's 4.9-liter V8 engine produced 290 horsepower, 65 more than the Mustang GT. Torque also increased significantly from 300 to 325 pound-feet, allowing the car to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.6 seconds, with a top speed nearing 150 miles per hour. With only 161 units produced in 1989, the Saleen SSC became one of the rarest and most desirable Mustangs, blending power and sophistication that only a select few could own. Number 6. Ford Mustang ASC McLaren, 1987. In the mid-1980s, Ford collaborated with American Specialty Cars to create a special version of the Mustang that blended style and performance. The ASC McLaren, a redesigned convertible, stood out with its custom body kit, striking paint jobs, and unique wheels. The biggest difference from the standard Mustang was the removal of the back seat, turning the car into a 2-seater sports model. The windshield was tilted back 20 degrees, giving it a sharper look. Powered by a 4.9-liter V8 engine producing 225 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque, the ASC McLaren wasn't faster than the standard Mustang convertible, but could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds. Produced from 1987 to 1990, with 1,806 units built, the ASC McLaren was a rare version, costing 50% more than a standard Mustang GT. Despite its higher price, it still attracted enthusiasts with its unique design and sporty driving feel. Number 5. Ford Mustang SVO, 1984. In 1984, Ford created the hottest Fox-body Mustang to date with the launch of the SVO model, fully developed by the Special Vehicle Operations Department. The SVO also came with adjustable Coney suspension, a limited slip differential, and 4-wheel disc brakes, offering a dynamic driving experience. Externally, the car featured a unique grille, functional air intakes, and a 2-tier rear spoiler, while the cabin included sport seats and a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Instead of the traditional V8 engine, the SVO featured a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a larger turbocharger, advanced fuel injection system, and an air-to-air intercooler, producing 175 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. While it lacked the torque of the V8, the lighter engine improved handling. In 1985, the engine was upgraded to 205 horsepower, making the SVO one of the fastest Mustangs, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.7 seconds with a top speed of 144 miles per hour. With only 9,844 units produced from 1984 to 1986, the SVO became a rare and sought-after Mustang, symbolizing performance and outstanding design. Number 4. Ford Mustang SSP 1982. The Special Service Package, Mustang GT from 1982, not only marked a significant return to the muscle car line, but also became a special option for police forces. In the 1980s, law enforcement agencies struggled to find suitable high-speed patrol cars, as larger vehicles were no longer effective. The Mustang, with its 4.9-liter V8 engine, was tested and quickly became the choice for the California Highway Patrol, with a fleet of 406 vehicles. These cars were equipped with special upgrades such as noise-reducing radios, single-key locks, and modifications for duty use. In 1983, Ford expanded the SSP package to other police departments, and the Mustang became a popular choice for law enforcement nationwide. The V8 engine's output also improved over time, increasing from 157 horsepower to 225 horsepower in 1989. With a top speed of 140 miles per hour, the SSP became a symbol of high-speed police cars. With around 15,000 units produced from 1982 to 1993, the SSP Mustang became a coveted model for fox body enthusiasts, particularly thanks to the police engine legend. Number 3. Ford Mustang Indianapolis Pace Car, 1979. The 1979 Mustang Indy Pace Car offered a memorable look with its two-tone paint and unique design. Although it didn't feature performance improvements over the 1979 Cobra, it stood out with special touches like a modified front air dam, long hood vents, and an impressive rear spoiler. While actual Indy 500 pace car vehicles had T-tops, the production version only featured a sunroof, maintaining its sporty appeal. Some design details like the air dam and rear spoiler were later adopted for the 1980 and 1981 Cobra models. The pace car's interior was equally remarkable, featuring Recaro seats with black and white inserts patterned to match the sporty look. Powered by either a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine or a 4.9-liter V8 engine, the pace car produced 131 horsepower with the 4-cylinder engine and 139 horsepower with the V8, providing a smooth driving experience. With 10,479 units produced, the 1979 Mustang Indy Pace Car may not be rare, but it remains one of the most desirable fox body models, thanks to its quirky appearance and historical connection to the Indy 500 race. Number 2. Ford Mustang GT 1982. In 1982, the GT badge returned to the Mustang after a 13-year absence, replacing the Cobra with the slogan, "The Boss is Back." With an upgraded 4.9-liter V8 engine, the GT produced 157 horsepower, a 13% increase from the previous version, delivering impressive power during the malaise era. While this power might not seem remarkable by modern standards, it represented significant progress at the time. The GT also featured a front air dam, fog lights, a pace car rear spoiler, and a hood vent, along with a standard 4-speed Tremec manual transmission. The car could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 8.1 seconds, with a top speed of 118 miles per hour. The return of the GT was a massive success, with 19% of all Mustangs sold in 1982 being the GT model, equating to 24,799 units. Although not the fastest Mustang, the 1982 GT remains a key part of the fox body Mustang legacy. Number 1. Ford Mustang McLaren M81, 1981. In 1981, Ford partnered with McLaren to create a rare Mustang called the M81. Developed with the support of McLaren engines, founded by Bruce McLaren in the US in 1969, the M81 had a racing-inspired exterior with IMSA fender flares, wide BBS alloy wheels, and brake ducts on the side skirts. The Mustang's egg crate grille was replaced with a larger air intake at the lower bumper to optimize airflow. The McLaren signature papaya orange color and aggressive design made the M81 stand out. Inside, the cabin featured Recaro seats, a racing steering wheel, and Stewart Warner gauges, while the air conditioning was removed to reduce weight. Ford allowed McLaren to improve the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine, boosting it to 175 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque, making the M81 the fastest Mustang of its era, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 7.9 seconds and a top speed of 125 miles per hour. However, with a price tag of $25,000, 3 times the cost of a base Mustang, only 10 M81s were built, making it the rarest fox body Mustang ever produced.